Hey lovelies, so welcome to another episode of my no fail commercial recipe. Now today I'm making peppered pomo. I made this peppered pomo or cow skin for a customer over the weekend, and I'm like, wow, why don't I just share this with my subscribers? So today I'm sharing my no fail peppered pomo recipe. This is one recipe that my customers have always demanded for over and over again. So if you're new to my vlog channel, my name is Susan. I'm professionally trained pastry chef and baker, and this is where I share no fail recipe on cakes, small chops, commercial drinks, and all that. So this is the channel you want to stay subscribed to if you're a small chops vendor or a baker like myself. So let's get started. So I went to the market very early and got this pomo, and I got them at the rate of 200 naira per one. And I first of all washed them with salt and in water, a little bit warm water, and this was the initial dirt that came out of it. Then next I went and cut them into biteable sizes, and then I'm going to wash them again with more salt. You can also use lime or lemon to wash it very well, or you can use white vinegar. So this is me washing. I washed it several times till I was satisfied. So you wash, you scrape the back and all that. So I got about 15 pieces of this, and that was 3,000 naira. If I didn't go that early to the market, I'll have gotten it at the rate of 250 naira per one. So if you're not in Lagos, you can actually ask around in your own local markets where you can get things like this, especially early in the morning at a little bit cheaper rate. So after washing the pomo, I'm going to put them in a clean pot and I'm going to season them. Now the choice of seasoning depends on you. Most times I usually ask my customers how spicy they want their peppered proteins like beef, pomo, chicken and all that, or turkey to be before I go ahead to prep. Now this particular client of mine likes it very, very peppery, like very, very hot. So I went and I added my salt, added my curry, and I added my ginger and garlic powder like this. Then I added my seasoning cube of my choice. I also added my thyme and I mixed them up well together. Then I left this to marinate for 45 minutes. Now if you want to see like the measurements of what I use, I didn't actually use the measurements, but if you still want to see the description of the items or the list of the items, you can check the description box of this video to see that. So I stirred this up well together, and at the end of the day I went ahead to marinate it. I left it for 45 minutes, at least 45 minutes. I like doing this to allow the ingredients soak into the pomo, so it gives a very, very distinct taste when you are eating. So if you're new to my vlog channel, welcome. This is Sussy's vlog. Do me a big favor and subscribe to my vlog channel. So, and also leave me hi, I'm new here, so I can leave you a shout out to my next video. Next, I got my scotch bonnet, what we know in Lagos here where I am as atarudo. Yes, I got it. I kept it in a mortar, and I'm pounding this to give me a rough texture. Thank God for our economy. I won't say something negative anyway. Our economy did not allow me to have light, so I had to just do this manually. I pounded this till I got the desired size I wanted. I didn't want it to be smooth. I didn't want it to be too junky or chunky. I just wanted it to give me a rough texture. Now, like I said, this particular client wanted the peppered pomo to be very, very spicy, very, very, very spicy. So it's bidding my command. So my pomo were already marinated. They already stayed for 45 minutes. You can do it for 30 minutes, but don't go below 30 minutes. Then I added small of the grounded pepper, just a little bit of it. Then I'm going to add water, just enough to cover the peppered pomo. And then I'm also going to I'll wash some eggs and I'll add it here because I wanted everything to boil together. And I'm going to allow this boil. Now I don't want this to boil for too long. We just want it to boil for like few minutes, like at most 5 minutes. Then once it's boiled, I will remove it from the pot. Now back to the pepper, I added little quantity of tomato paste into it. You can use a tomato mix. You can grind fresh tomato and use, but I was just trying to save time, and it was an impromptu order, so I was trying to save time and save myself from stress. So I just added my tomato paste here and I stirred this well. And I'll keep this aside. Now I allowed my ponmo to boil just like this for about 5 minutes. I don't want it to be too soft. Now you can see the eggs I added there. I was making something else with eggs, boiled eggs, so I just said let me make the process faster, and I was making this outside. Now to my pan, I added in some vegetable oil, and then I'm going to fry the ponmo first a little bit. You don't want to fry this dry. You just want to fry it for at most 1 to 2 minutes. I don't know how to describe this frying, but you don't want it to be dry, and you don't want it to be, how will I put it, to be just like as if it's just boiled and thrown into the sauce. No, so I'm just frying this for at most 2 minutes. Yes, and then this is how it was after frying, just like this. And the next thing I was going to do was to remove them from the pan, and I'll proceed to prepare my sauce. Yes, so if this is something you enjoy, if these are content you enjoy, if my commercial no fail recipes are content you enjoy, let me know in the comment section. You know I usually respond to your comments. Your comments are live to me. Yes, so I transfer them to a bowl. Then still using that same vegetable oil, I added in some onions. You can also throw in some fresh ginger and garlic paste, but I was not having that at hand, so I just made use, or I'll make use of ginger and garlic powder. Then I added in some my tomato and pepper mix like this, and I stir them and allow this fry till that sour taste of tomato paste is gone. Before I went in to add in my spices, I added my ginger, my thyme, ginger and garlic powder, my thyme, my curry into it, and you can throw in some other spices of your choice. You can throw in like some rosemary and all that if you want, but I just wanted to keep it very simple. Now I then went in to add my ponmo, and I'm going to stir this. Make sure you're stirring. If you're not stirring, it's going to get burnt. Now the stock from this ponmo, I did not throw it away. I used it to make something else, which unfortunately I did not make a video of that. So then I tested it. I discovered that I needed to add more seasoning cube, and I went to add more seasoning cube, but I didn't add salt because it was already okay. The salt in it was already okay. I just needed to add a little bit of seasoning cube. And ladies and gents, my peppered ponmo was ready. My Nigerian peppered ponmo was ready. Thanks for watching. Bye.